Okay, so now we're going to start building the base for the workbench to support the tabletop. I've already gone and milled up various cuts of 2x4. Like most everything I do, it's probably going to be overkill. That's okay. Again, I'm still learning like a lot of you out there, so but this works for me, so let's give it a shot. And I'm using Spax construction screws with the T-star. These are the screws where you don't, well, supposedly they say there's no need for pre-drilling. Let's see. It'd be nice if it's true. And for those of you wondering why I don't have the clamps on, the screws are actually acting as clamps. Okay, we've got to build one more of these and then two sides, and then we're going to put them together. So see you in a bit. Okay, we have the base assembled, so I think the next step we're going to do before we attach the base to the tabletop is we're going to square up the ends of the tabletop. And when I'm going to do that, I have a fence here and a circular saw. Only problem is circular saw is not going to go all the way through, so once I make one cut, then I'm going to have to flip the table, make another cut, and then plane the ends down. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so we've finished up the base, and I finished cutting the ends of the table flush on both sides. What I had to do is I had to take my circular saw with I put a fence along the tabletop. I used my circular saw to cut along the fence, nice straight line. Problem was it wasn't deep enough, so I had to flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. And for the most part, it turned out okay. There was a ridge going down both sides, but that was easy to take out. So it's looking pretty good now, and it's square. I placed the base on the bottom of the table. This side is about 6 inches from the end. The other side is about 12 inches from the end. The reason why I did that is I wanted I want the workbench to accommodate my table saw, but I have the motor sticking out the end of the table saw, so I have to go out about 12 inches to accommodate that motor so I could use the tabletop as a for when I'm cutting sheets of plywood or larger pieces of wood. So, so now what we're going to do, we are going to go ahead and we're going to drill holes in this base and into the tabletop, pilot holes, to accommodate this 5-inch lag ball. The pilot hole that I'm going to drill, I went online. This is a 3/8 lag ball. I went online and there's 1,000 different opinions on what size pilot hole I should drill. But for the most part, 5/16 seem to be the most common. That vary from softwood to hardwood, and you know, it only depends if I use this with beeswax. I'm just going to go with the 5/16 instead of the 1/4 inch. I'm still frightened about splitting this, so hopefully the 5/16 will work. And what I did was I just put some painter's tape on here to the length of the lag bowl, and it should go down pretty decently. I think that's going to be enough to secure the tabletop to the base. So I'm going to go ahead and drill this, and then we're going to drive the lag bolts in. Alright, that looks pretty solid. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish up the rest of the lag bolts. And so I won't bore you, I'm going to fast forward through this. Okay, so basically I'm an idiot. I bored out the holes with this 3/4 inch bit, but then it never occurred to me that I needed to bore it out even larger than 3/4 to accommodate my socket here. So I just went around with this drill bit, which is 1 inch, and I went around and made the hole larger, bored it out so it'll accommodate the socket. So now I can start putting in the lag bolts. I also just had to go to Home Depot now to get these washers so that when I dog it down, this doesn't keep sinking into the wood. So let's go ahead and attach this tabletop. Okay, the tabletop is now attached to the base and it is standing on all 4 legs. It actually came out okay. You probably can't see all the imperfections. There are a lot, but that's okay. Like I said before, I'm an amateur, I'm a hack, but I learned a lot building this, and it was fun. So for me, it's a win-win. It's really kind of substantial. It doesn't move a whole lot. It's over 200 pounds. See all the knots here. That's what you get from going to a big box home center and picking your 2x4s, but that's okay, because all told, I think this cost me approximately $200 for everything, which is a pretty good price. The next thing I have to do, I have to put a vise on here. I'm going to put one on the side. I'm going to put another one here, and I'm going to drill dog holes going down. That'll help me with larger pieces for whatever work I'm doing, whether it be planing or using the router. So yeah, I think I'm pleased with this. All right. One more thing I'm going to do. I'm going to build a storage area that'll go directly underneath the workbench. Lord knows I need a lot more storage space than I have here for my various tools. So I'm going to build something. I'm not sure if it's going to be all drawers or if it's one side's going to be a door for storing larger pieces of equipment or tools, and the other side drawers. I haven't decided that yet, but we're also going to put a storage space underneath.